Hello and welcome to another episode of Speak of the Devils. I'm your host, Ethan Rousseau, and well, the school year is coming to a close, and so is another year for BHS TV. But we've got one last show to send you off into the summer. Tonight, our guest is Nicole Monk, a young adult librarian for the Burlington Library. We'll be talking to her about summer reading and programs the library has to offer teens over the few months. We also have a new Nick's Picks from Nick Conley, and later tonight, Madi Shipka returns to Speak of the Devil's music stage with her ukulele later tonight. But first, we have a new BHS TV production short, a 60-second film, from Brandon Gordon, Nigel Kay, and Dan Nguyen. The goal of the 60-second film is to easily tell a cohesive story from the beginning to end in under 60 seconds. Let's see what Brandon, Nigel, and Dan have cooked up for us.
Oh boy, what another great Connecticut morning. I can't wait to start my day with some delicious French toast. My bread! My bread is missing! Where could it have gone? Bread elves. Bread elves.
Oh heck, he's coming. We gotta go.
You gosh darn bread elves, get back here with my bread. Ah! I did it! I got my bread back!
Well, thanks guys, that was great. Up next, we have Nick's Picks, where Nick Conley reviews the latest and greatest in film, television, and video games. Today, Nick takes a look at the new video game, Banjo Kazooie. Let's see what he has to say, and then when we come back, Liz Gillespie will interview Nicole Monk from the Burlington Library.
Shut up, intro, there's no time for that. In honor of Banjo Kazooie being announced in Super Smash Bros., I have decided to dedicate this next Nick's Picks to these legendary gaming icons. I mean, just, oh, the majesty. Am I dead? Have I died and gone to heaven? This game is like if you took Super Mario 64 and you said, shut up, you can't play instruments. Banjo Kazooie. This game has everything, and I mean everything. You want to collect jigsaw puzzle pieces? Done. You want to fight an evil witch to reclaim your sister? Done. You want to talk to a mole, skeleton, and flying book? Done. You want to build a car? Done. This game uses color and vibrance like the saturation on Photoshop cranked up to max. You want music? Listen to this. You might be wondering, how do I, a now interested consumer, play this game? Well, due to Rareware's history and how it originally worked for Nintendo, and then they thought that they'd buy them as a company, and then they didn't, and then Microsoft did, and then they started making games for them under the name Rare, and they lost the rights to Donkey Kong, and they started producing games on the Xbox, and you can play it on Nintendo 64, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. Or, I mean, you can just pirate it. Banjo Kazooie, a game of fun, memories, and spitting eggs at people.
Thanks, Nick. And now I'm joined by our guest this evening, Nicole Monk, young adult librarian at the Burlington Library. Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you for having me.
So first, tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you went to school, how you came to work at the library.
So I got my master's in library science at Simmons College, and then after that I worked on the South Shore for a few years before coming to Burlington, which was in 2014, and I've loved it ever since.
Cool. So what do you personally like to read? Like, what do you certainly go for, like genres or authors? Or?
I absolutely lean towards the young adult books anyways, and I love fantasy, so Leigh Bardugo, Kristen Cashore, Harry Potter is what I grew up reading and love.
Yes, of course. So what kind of programs does the Burlington Library offer teens during the summer?
Well, we have a ton going on. We've done a paint night, an after-hours lock-in for a few years, but I'm unofficially calling this summer the summer of Netflix because we're doing a Netflix book club for 3 Netflix originals that have been turned.
Oh, yeah.
And then we also have a Chilling Adventures of Sabrina program, a Stranger Things, so there's just a lot of fun going on.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And you've been doing a lot of work with the library this year. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes, so I'm very excited that Callie Graham and Shannon Janovitz have been great. So this is the second year that I was able to come to the school and make library cards for any high school students that wanted them. I've also been working to make sure that we have copies of all the new summer reading books. So if anyone needs one, just come to the library. And I also have been a judge for the Poetry Out Loud competition, so that's been a lot of fun.
That's fun. So do you personally recommend any books for any teens this summer? Like anything that you read when you were young or anything new that you want to recommend?
Well, if anyone hasn't read Harry Potter, then they should absolutely do that.
course.
But I actually love a lot of the books that are on your summer reading list. So Scythe by Neil Shusterman is great. Moxie by Jennifer Matthew was fabulous, and just the difference an individual can make. I'm really excited about Aurora Rising by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman that just came out, and it's a fun sort of space opera adventure.
Ooh, that's fun. So what's on your summer reading list this summer?
Well, I'll definitely be starting with the Aurora Rising.
Yeah.
But for June, I decided to read actually all LGBT books in honor of Pride Month. So I'm
Very
finishing
nice.
up that. And then I'm trying to finish the teen top 10 list. So I have 3 books left, Isle of Blood and Stone, To Kill a Kingdom, and The Apocalypse of Elena Mendoza.
Ooh, very nice. So we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back with more from Nicole in a second. So stay tuned for more Speak of the Devils. We're back with Nicole from the Burlington Library, and we're about to test our literacy knowledge in a game of Book Smarts. We have to guess what famous piece of literature these quotes came from. Nick will start giving us quotes.
I will.
Thanks.
Here's the first one. Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a fox? Starting off real hard.
Green eggs and ham.
Cool.
I was going to say, do
Are
we
we
have to like
supposed to take
buzzer?
turns?
You
Yeah.
know, I'll say this.
Can I just,
to
like-
make it more competitive, whoever claps first gets to answer.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Buzzer.
The next quote. Wow, that's really obscure. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. I'm honestly. Oh,
Animal Farm?
yes. You wouldn't know that one yet, Liz.
How would I know that?
That
Nope.
is a junior year book.
Ah, yes. I'm not a junior yet.
It's dangerous business walking out from one's front door.
I feel like I know that.
Disappointed.
I feel like I know this, but I'm like blanking. Pass.
You just don't clap.
1984?
Not 1984.
I
It
don't
was
know.
The Hobbit.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I have not read that.
I have. That's bad. Yeah.
All right, next quote. What are we? Humans or animals or savages?
Lord of the Flies?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a sophomore year book?
Freshman yearbook.
Right. Oh, yeah, it was. Next quote. I don't know if you've noticed this, but first impressions are often entirely wrong.
I have no idea.
Pass.
I didn't even know this one. A series of unfortunate events, apparently.
Oh.
That could have been from anything. These quotes could be from
I started
anything.
reading that in 3rd grade and never finished
Like,
it.
that's just not fair. All right, let's try this one. When I stepped out into the bright sunlight from the darkness of the movie house, I had only 2 things on my mind. Paul Newman and a ride home.
It like sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Do you have any guesses
Pass.
at all?
Catcher in the Rye?
No, that's a good guess, though. No, it was The Outsiders, apparently. Next one, we got
He didn't realize that love, as powerful as your mother's, leave its own mark.
Oh. That's Harry Potter.
Which one?
And the Sorcerer's Stone.
Thank you. All right. Point over here. Finally, points.
One!
Hey,
Yes.
there's points on the board.
There are points. But there was a long time.
Yeah, we had a little bit of one there. Sorry.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I was in high school.
I mean, honestly, these are some obscure quotes. I'm not going to lie. All right, next one. If I can fool a bug, I can surely fool as man. People are not as smart as bugs.
My first thought was A Bug's Life from Pixar, but that's not a book.
Sorry, my mind went to Men in Black.
That, both great guesses.
It's good to know that we're literally...
Would you like a hint?
Sure.
I know that it is about a spider and a pig, I believe.
Oh. It's Charlotte's Web.
There you go, yeah.
Oh.
Oh is right.
Yeah.
All right, next one. As a reader, I loathe introductions. Introductions inhibit pleasure. They kill the joy of anticipation. They frustrate curiosity. You should know this.
I should know this.
should
All right,
know
so
this.
apparently you've read this
Yeah,
Oh.
recently.
Recently?
yeah,
Oh, boy.
I think so. Yeah, no, you should know this one.
That's a lot of pressure there, Nick.
No, sorry.
I should know this.
You should.
We're
Yours-
not doing well. This
No,
is embarrassing.
yeah. There's just proof I need to read more.
To be fair, though,
Don't let my mom see this.
we're asking you guys to determine books from quotes from like tons of different pages of quotes.
True.
You know what I mean?
So,
I can get why
this is
hard.
challenging, yes.
I can't even think of because if I give a hint, it'll just give away the book.
Then just pass.
Yeah,
It was
what is it?
How to Kill a Mockingbird, or To Kill a Mockingbird.
To kill... Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Read that last year.
yeah. That's why I said you should know that one. I don't even know that. All right, last quote. And she loved a boy very, very much, even more than she loved herself.
Romeo and Juliet?
No.
Damn it.
Oh,
Good
that's a good
though.
guess.
It's a
Yeah.
good guess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's The Giving Tree.
Oh.
I hate that book. Sorry, but it's true.
It's all right.
That's the game. There goes the paper.
Hey.
Who won?
Nicole did.
Or we both failed.
We both didn't
miserably.
do well, but you did better than I did.
Win.
Great job. And thank you
guys-
so much for coming on our show today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome, America.
Now here's Madi Shipka to play us a tune on the guitar.
Hi everyone, I'm Madi Shipka from the past 4 years of BHS TV. And as my last performance, I just wanted to dedicate this to someone. Back in December, I lost my Nana. And the thing that's been hardest is not having her call me every Monday at 4 o'clock and say, "You're on TV! Watch yourself on TV! You're interviewing someone!" So I'd just like to dedicate this to her. "18 years have come and gone. For Mama they flew by, but for me they drug on and on. We were loading up that Chevy, both trying not to cry. But Mama kept on talking, putting off goodbye. Then she took my hand and said, "Baby, don't forget. Before you hit the highway, you better stop for gas. There's a 50 in the ashtray in case you run short on cash. Here's a map and here's a Bible if you ever lose your way. Just one more thing before you leave. Don't forget to remember me. This downtown apartment sure makes me miss home. And those bills there on the counter, they're telling me I'm on my own. And just like every Sunday, I called Mama up last night. And even when it's not, I tell her everything's alright. Before we hung up, I said, hey Mama, don't forget to tell my baby sister I'll see her in the fall. Tell Nana that I miss her, yeah, I should give her a call. And make sure you tell Daddy that I'm still his little girl. Yeah, I still feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. But don't forget to remember me. Tonight I find myself leaning by the bed to pray. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know what to say. But Lord, I feel so small sometimes in this big old place. I know there's more important things, but don't forget to remember me. Don't forget to remember me. Don't forget to remember me.
Thanks again to Nicole Monk from the Burlington Library, Brandon, Dan, and Nigel with their 60-second film, Nick Conley with Nick's Picks, Madi Shipka, and all of the members of BHS TV. This has been Ethan Rousseau. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Speak of the Devils. Have a great summer, and congrats to the BHS class of 2019, particularly our graduating BHS TV seniors. Good luck in the fall, and we'll see you all next time right here on BCAT.